Montel Alexander Bowman, remember that name, folks? He might just be a fortune teller stuck in a Philip K. Dick novel, or just a guy with a very active imagination. Bowman's making headlines, or he would be if anyone could wrap their heads around his story. He claims he's a victim of futuristic tech. Bowman's case is a legal thriller wrapped in a tinfoil hat. He says someone's using tech straight out of a Black Mirror episode, mind-reading, thought control, even remote feelings. Yeah, you heard that right. Imagine explaining that to a jury. Bowman claims they're sharing his senses with others, seeing through someone else's eyes without consent. That's Bowman's reality, or so he says. This isn't just some tech-savvy peeping Tom. Bowman claims he's constantly being manipulated. They can make him feel pain, joy, even control his movements. If true, it's the stuff of nightmares, a level of violation that makes Orwell's Big Brother look like an amateur. Let's be clear, Bowman's claims are, to put it mildly, extraordinary. We're talking about technology so advanced it makes the NSA look like they're using tin cans and string. But here's the thing about technology: what seems impossible today could be commonplace tomorrow. Bowman claims this tech isn't just being used to spy on him, but to actively manipulate him. Imagine being forced to feel emotions that aren't your own, your body moving against your will. It's a terrifying thought, and one that raises serious questions about free will in the digital age. Think about it. If someone can control your thoughts and actions, are you really in control of your own life? Or are you just a puppet, dancing to the tune of some unseen puppet master? It's a dystopian scenario straight out of science fiction, but Bowman argues it's his reality. And the scariest part? He might not be alone. Bowman's case, while extreme, highlights the growing concerns about privacy and surveillance in a world increasingly dominated by technology. Think about all the data we willingly surrender every day. Our location, our browsing history, even our most private conversations. So where does the law stand in all of this? Well, that's where things get interesting. Bowman's citing everything from the Fourth Amendment to the USA Patriot Act. He argues this technology violates his basic human rights. Privacy, freedom of thought, bodily autonomy. The laws were written for a world of government wiretaps, not mind-reading tech. Proving this is harder than finding a decent bagel in this city. Bowman's legal team must convince the court this tech exists and violates rights. If they succeed, it could set a precedent for privacy rights in the digital age. Section 4, a canary in the coal mine. Look, let's be honest. Even if half of what Bowman's claiming is true, we're in trouble. We're talking about a world where your thoughts aren't your own, where your very senses can be hijacked. It's a terrifying prospect, and one that should give us all pause. This isn't just about Montel Alexander Bowman anymore. This is about the future of privacy, of freedom, of what it means to be human in a world increasingly dominated by technology. It's about drawing a line in the sand and saying, enough is enough. We need to start asking tough questions about the technology we're creating and the potential consequences of its misuse. We need to have a serious conversation about the balance between security and freedom, about the kind of world we want to live in. Because if we don't, we might just wake up one day to find that the future Bowman's describing isn't science fiction, it's our reality, and by then it might be too late to do anything about it. Section 5, conclusion. The future of freedom. The Bowman case, regardless of its outcome, serves as a stark reminder that we're living in uncharted territory. Technology is advancing at a breakneck pace, and the laws, ethical frameworks, and even our understanding of basic human rights are struggling to keep up. The idea that our thoughts, feelings, and even sensory experiences could be accessed, manipulated, or shared without our consent is no longer the stuff of science fiction. It's a very real possibility, and one that should give us all pause. Whether Montel Alexander Bowman is a visionary whistleblower or a victim of his own paranoia remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. His case has shone a spotlight on the dark side of technological progress and forced us to confront uncomfortable truths about the future of privacy and freedom in the digital age. The questions raised by Bowman's case are not easily answered. They challenge our assumptions about technology, privacy, and the very nature of human experience. But they are questions we can no longer afford to ignore. The future of our freedom may depend on it.